Guys, welcome back to another tier list, and today's going to be an exciting one because it's going to be very different compared to our usual tier list because we're doing ad-libs today from some of the most iconic rappers in the game, and it's going to be interesting because we never really talk about ad-libs that often, right?
But it's always a fun episode to do just because, like you said, it's different for us. We never really did it before, and if you pay attention, there's a lot of cool ad-libs that you have to go through, but some pretty mediocre ones as well.
We have some mid ones too, but guys, let us know down in the comments if you agree with our scores for these ad-libs, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Sir.
But let's get started off with the first one, which actually comes to us from Travis.
It's lit! There we go. The It's Lit ad-lib, and man, this is one of his best ad-libs. Like, I have a couple of other ones that I would place in the top tier of his ad-libs.
He's like the king of ad-libs, bro. Like, when I hear a Travis Scott ad-lib, it'll just take like the song to another level of hype for me. And it's just cool because it has like its own distinct rhythm to it. You know, like the whole like it's lit, like that whole 2-syllable thing. Like he can make spin-offs.
What's your favorite moment that he's used it in?
Probably like through the late night, like
pick up the phone,
shrub my cactus. It's lit. You know what I mean?
Pause. No, but I mean like I like the whole thing of it's lit because it adds like a sort of emphasis and energy to the track. Like example, going out to pick up the phone, like it's placed next to the chorus on that song, and it just always gets you hyped. So where are we placing it? Where do you want to go with it?
It's interesting just because I feel like, do people even say it's lit anymore? Like, are we going to hear this on Utopia? That's my question.
No, I don't think you'll hear it there, but I mean, where do you place it?
I would go with, I think Travis has better ad-libs. We might get to another one later, but I would go with Great for It's Lit. Is that
yeah,
too,
that's a, no, that's
fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one from Drake.
Yeah.
All right, so this one was used in sicko mode, and I think that's probably the most popular time that he's used it. It's probably one of the biggest tracks that he has with it. And what's interesting is that like sometimes he'll use it in quick succession as well to get you hyped up before a verse, or even to get into like more of the introspective stuff that he does. So
sometimes it even serves like a mic check. Like he'll start off the song like, yeah,
and
you know
then,
what I mean? Like you'll get
it.
that vibe, but there's other songs like Trust Issues where it's a totally different vibe where it's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
He'll use that yeah at the start of the song, in the middle of the song, and there's always a different like tempo and feeling to it. And it's such a simple one, but maybe it's because it's Drake that's delivering it that makes me love it so much.
But we were talking about this the other day. Like Drake could say the corniest shit, but like it still sounds cool because it's Drake saying it, and like he has the voice and the melodies to be able to deliver certain things. But I mean, regardless, though, I don't think it's the most impressive.
It's not the most impressive, but it's the fact that he can like transform it and sort of manipulate it to use it in different ways that makes me like it so much.
I'd go good.
Fuck. Okay, that's respectable.
It's good. It's a good ad-lib.
I want to maybe put it Great, but you know what? I'll side with you for that one. The next one comes to us from Sir Kanye West.
Yes, sir. Okay, so this one's iconic. What's your favorite moment from Kanye when he's used this?
Probably like, you ain't accustomed to going through customs, you ain't been nowhere, huh? Like, I like when he uses it sort of as like a dick move. Like, it's sort of like Kanye being an asshole. Like, he's like, it's the equivalent to like Kanye spitting in your face because he's usually like using it to brag or to like, you know, show off his wealth or show that he's better than you in some way, you know?
And you wouldn't ever think that this is actually an ad-lib. It just feels like more of like a scream throughout the track.
It's
like
more of a laugh. I feel like it's more of a laughing type of ad-lib.
You know what, actually, because I had to go back and revisit these ad-libs, like there's a whole Kanye soundboard that you could like go through, and like he has so many different variations of this like that you could find out throughout his catalog. So ultimately, I think it's good again. I don't think it's anything too crazy.
Yeah, it's not the craziest ad-lib, but it's interesting that like, I feel like it only started showing up later on in Kanye's career.
You think so?
I feel like you won't hear it before like the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy era.
That's very true.
And that's when he started to get into more of an ego-centric type of persona throughout the albums. But good is fair again, bro. Yeah,
I think it's a fair score. Okay, let's go on to this next one by Pop Smoke. Okay, so this one always gets me hyped. If you've ever been in a club setting and have heard Dior, you know what this type of ad-lib does, and it kind of gets you intrigued into the track right away, bro. And like, it's cool because Pop Smoke has such like a rough and deep demeanor to the way that he delivers his raps and his lyrics. And yeah, this is more of like the high-pitched stuff that he'll do, but it's a nice contrast in between his bars as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent to like a Joker laugh in the sense that like when Pop Smoke does it, he's usually like doing it to like taunt his ops. So he'll say something, he'll use a line like, I bet I sent him to heaven. Woo! You know what I mean? Like, he'll always put it after like a menacing line, and there's always so much energy packed behind it.
Do you think it was inspired by Offset from Ric Flair Drip, actually? Because that's when it started going crazy. Like, Offset kind of had it for the Ric Flair Drip.
Yeah, but the thing is that like the origin behind this is that there's actually like a gang in New York that's called
Yeah,
like the Wu Gang. So
And that was kind of their trademark behind it. But I'm just saying, like, do you think it was made popular through music before that, through something like Ric
maybe
Flair Drip? That's what I was thinking,
It doesn't bother me regardless.
I think it's amazing.
I think it's an amazing like ad-lib,
absolutely.
bro.
Okay, there we go.
One way or another.
We're agreeing on today's tier list. I don't know if Nick is
no
going to be
complaints.
needed today.
I think the whole like Yeah by Drake, I would have maybe scored a bit higher, but I digress. Next up, let's hear this one from Carti.
Okay, so this one's interesting. This was something that he brought in for the Whole Lotta Red era, and the first thing that always gravitated, to me when I was listening to Playboi Carti's music at the beginning was his ad-libs, the way that he would use them in such a strategic manner. For example, early on in his career, go to a song like Number 9, and the song is almost purely ad-libs, which is super cool, and he always made a super nice use of them. But the what ad-lib, I was kind of
But
like...
that's been there since self-titled, though, if you go back.
Really? I've never...
Yeah, the what ad-lib, like, Carti's introduced other ones over time, but that's one that's been there throughout his entire career.
What song has it on self-titled?
On self-titled, you probably have to go back to, I'm thinking maybe
Like that,
Let It Go. Maybe Let It Go
like
has
that,
it.
what specifically,
Yeah.
where he does it with more of like the menacing delivery?
But what itself is there.
Oh, yes, okay,
present.
but I mean the one that we just heard is from the Whole Lotta Red era.
Yeah, but it's just like it's the same thing with like the whole Yeah by Drake. There's different variations of it, but it's like the same word. You know what I mean?
But that kind of changes the way I see it now, because where are we putting this? Is it more the Whole Lotta Red era, or is it like the flexibility of both?
I like the more aggressive one, like the one that you'll hear on something like a Slayer. You know what I mean? Off a Whole Lotta Red.
I see.
I fuck with those the most. Do you find he overuses it though? Because like I saw a stat where on Whole Lotta Red, I think it's like 30 times per song is the average amount of times he uses it.
No, I don't think so. I think especially with like the whole vamp aesthetic, it kind of serves as like that menacing sort of presence for the track. Yeah. I like it. I'm being honest with you.
I would go, man.
I'd go good.
We're playing it safe with every fucking ad-lib.
I'd go
We're
good.
putting everything in good.
Because like, no, we went amazing with the Wu one.
Yeah.
I would go good with this one. It's not the craziest ad-lib, but it's good though. It's solid.
I think it's better than the Ha though.
I think it's better than the Ha one. The Ha one's iconic.
It's not used as much as what. And like the what is it's part of the fabric of a Carti song. You know what I mean?
You want to go great?
I would go great on the what.
Okay, let's go great. I'll bend for you this one.
All right. Next up, we have one from Pusha T.
Okay, so this one's iconic, and if you guys are familiar with Daytona, like this was used throughout the entire track list. And what's nice is that for It's Almost Dry, didn't use it at all, to be quite honest with you. Like I can't remember a single track.
I'm
where
sure he used it. Maybe not
but it was
as
more
much,
the,
but
it was the Joker demeanor.
He's been using it since the Clips days. Like this is
what
one.
song did he use it on? It's Almost Dry.
On It's Almost. I can't remember off the top of my head.
But I think
I'm
he
sure
was
it's
using
in
more
there.
of like the Joker.
The Joker laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was
But
a switch up for me.
I love this one just because like it always comes with like a side order, of some good old phlegm. You know what I mean? You always hear like he's like bringing that phlegm up, and there's this dirty, non-sanitary sort of feeling you get when you hear it, and like when it comes alongside some of these like coke bars or whatever he's trying to put into his music, it's just a perfect complementary to whatever the fuck he's doing.
Not only that, but I think he used it for his Funk Flex freestyle. That's the
one that he did with Kanye.
Yeah, that was crazy because like he'll even use it more as like a break in between lines. Like it's almost a signature sound within his catalog. I would consider Perfect here. I'm not gonna lie to you, like Perfect or Amazing, bro. It's up there as one of my favorite.
Amazing. I would go
You
amazing.
go
I don't know
amazing
if
with
it's like fucking top of the line.
Are we gonna see any perfects on today's list?
Maybe. Not yet though. Okay, so gets the amazing rating. Let's go to this next one by DaBaby.
Let's go.
So this one got fucking annoying real quick, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you ever go back to old DaBaby projects, man, and you realize how much he's used this ad lib, you'll find certain songs that have like 25 plus moments of just this ad lib within certain tracks.
Yeah, you go to something like Vibes, bro, like one of his biggest songs. It's so abused on that fucking track, and it's like
gets annoying.
I'll be honest with you, like even in like fucking peak DaBaby times, it never did anything to get me hype. Like I always found it was the most plain ad lib. It
was bound to get memed out.
Me.
Yeah, it was bound to get memed out, to be quite honest with you. And then like when the whole like Chrysler thing came about, and if you guys want to go see online what that means, please do yourselves a favor. That's when the whole Let's Go thing kind of exploded even more. Man, I'd go mid or bad with this.
I'd go bad on the Let's Go ad lib without a doubt, bro.
It gets annoying.
There's nothing that it has going for itself. You guys might hate us for it. I know a lot of people are avid supporters of the Let's Go, but not us. Let's go to this next one though by 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
This one's crazy, bro. This one's fire. What's your favorite 2 Chainz moment?
Favorite 2 Chainz moment? Probably on We Own It.
Yeah, that's
the way that it sort of like starts off the song. Yeah, and I like the fact that it's like not many artists have ad libs that are like of their own names.
It's crazy.
Like you have like the 2121, you know what I mean? You have that one. You have like the Blueface Baby. You have a couple of those,
And
but
I like the
2 Chainz has the best one out of those.
Not only that, but I like the way that he extends the chains at the end. It adds like a bit more of an emphasis on it. And did he use it on Mercy actually? I think he may have. Used
Yeah,
it
of course he did.
Yeah, he used
it all the
he
time.
used it to be able to open up his verse. Perfect. I would go perfect here, bro. It's one of the best
Come
ad-libs
on,
in the
you're overrating the fuck out of it, bro. It's nowhere near like
What do you
a
want?
perfect
And
level.
what else do you want out of like? What else do you
Bro,
want?
I'm
out
just
of
saying,
this?
if we're not gonna put like What by Carti at perfect, we're gonna put the 2 Chainz one. Like, no, this is a great ad lib at the most to me. He's just saying his name. Like, it's not the most creative ad lib. Let's be real. Like, it didn't take much thought for him to come up
fire.
with.
It's such a crazy ad lib.
It's not a
Come on, just
perfect
because it's
ad-lib,
Carti, bro, doesn't mean that it has to automatically rank higher. Are you serious?
But that actually plays a role with like that dictates the structure of a Carti song with the whole 2 Chainz thing.
Of course it does. I
It
just
doesn't,
gave you,
like-
yes, it does. I just gave you an example for the Mercy situation. It literally starts off his verse. Like
Yeah,
he
bro,
starts.
It's like
it's
actually a producer
crazy.
tag almost. It's not that crazy. I'd go great at the most with it. You're saying perfect?
We'll go great.
We'll go
with it.
amazing.
Yeah,
We'll go amazing.
We'll go great
If you
with
really,
it.
you really think it's perfect?
I'll let the people
Do
decide.
you really think it's
Let
perfect?
us know how you feel about that score in the
Do you
comments
think that it's
section.
perfect? Because if you do,
I feel like it's a perfect.
then it
ad-lib.
goes into the amazing. We got to meet in the middle, bro. We're not gonna fucking hack the system. We got to meet in the middle. It goes into the amazing.
All right, fine.
But next up, we have Travis.
Le Flirt.
This is my favorite ad-lib from him, actually.
Yeah, I think this one alongside Straight Up, which we didn't bring into this one, maybe next time. These are like the ad-libs that Travis really built his career off of. Like, you go back to Alfaro, and these are the ones you're going to be hearing on songs like Upper Echelon. And it's a cool one. I don't know if it's like amazing just because, you know, again, he's just saying like a popular nickname of his. And does like the La Flame name even make that much sense as a moniker?
Well, it kind of does because it's his moniker. I mean, who are you to decide like what
Yeah.
makes sense for Travis Scott or not? It's literally his nickname.
Yeah, he like mixed
He's
like,
been
he,
using-
like
and, like,
mixed like the French and English together.
It's
cool.
fire.
It's cool.
La Flamme, you know? If
La
that's how you say-
Flamme.
that's how you have to say it in French Canadian. But I mean, regardless though, I do think it's iconic for his catalog. I do think it's better than It's Lit. As
But
you
it died
said-
down though. Like, he doesn't use it anymore. I think for a good reason. Like, I don't think people get hyped as much to hear like La Flame on a track as they would for.
But I mean,
a
if you're-
Straight Up.
I disagree. Example, you're in the club right now and you hear a Dark Knight demo and you hear that La Flame ad-lib. You're not going crazy?
Yeah, but it's like from 5 years ago. I'm saying you're not hearing it anymore. You know what
That's
I mean?
true. But I mean, listen, are you going bigger than It's Lit? It's better than It's Lit. It's better than It's Lit for sure.
To me, it's a good ad lib. Why would you go with it?
So it's worse than It's Lit?
It's it was great. You're right. I would put it in the same category, to be honest.
Yeah, okay, all right. Fuck it. Let's go great with this one. Okay,
All right,
let's go on to the next
one
one.
comes to us from Anderson Paak.
Yes, Lord.
All right, so this one's cool because he actually has a whole project called Yes Lord, which is crazy, and like he's created his whole moniker around this, and it's cool because like there's so much passion that comes out of it, bro. And like
Yeah.
it's cool because like he also follows up some of his lines and punchlines with it too, and that's what I like about it. So like you'll say a certain line, and like if it's super clever
Yeah.
or if like it's super braggadocious, said yes Lord.
It's
And then
also
after-
like one of those ad libs that feels wholesome. Like, it feels like every time he's delivering it, it comes with a smile. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
What also separates it from probably any other ad lib we have on this list is the fact that when he's delivering the ad lib, he's singing it. Like, there's actually melody behind the ad lib, which I find really fucking cool. I'm going probably perfect in my opinion with this, bro.
Yeah, you think
This is the
perfect?
first perfect of the day to me.
You think it's perfect?
What's a flaw with it, bro?
There is no flaw with it, and like Anderson probably has the
Is
best
it not
voice.
iconic enough? Maybe like you could argue that, but I don't know.
I'm all worried about the iconic factor. It adds some
then?
points. It adds some points in certain areas, but I think for the Yes Lord, it's nice too because Anderson has the best voice, probably out of any other person on this list. So yeah, I'd probably go perfect with it. Fuck it, I'll bend for you on
All
that
right.
one. I'm okay with that one. Next one, let's go to Tupac.
Westside.
Okay, so if you guys are obviously familiar with Hit 'Em Up, this is how he starts off the entire song. And how many people have you heard scream this in different like YouTube videos and like the whole like it's super iconic. Like this is where the iconic factor comes into play for me. Where you go with this one?
I don't know. I mean, it's cool that like he found an ad lib that represents a whole region. You know what I mean? It's like he's really putting on for the West Coast every time he would say it. And it wasn't like the most commonly used ad lib. You wouldn't find it on every single Tupac song. When you did hear it, you got into the groove of the song immediately. And it's just so badass the way that he started off, hit him up with it. I'm going to go with great or amazing. What are you saying?
I go amazing with it. I could even consider perfect, to be honest.
I would say amazing's fair,
You'd
just
go
because like it
amazing?
wasn't like commonly enough used. You know what I mean?
That's
you didn't
true.
hear it that often, but
All
yeah,
right.
I think amazing's fair. Let's go on to Young Dolph though.
Okay, so I like this one because he actually has a song called and he actually uses it for the hook, and that's actually probably where we grab the sound bit from it. So where do you go with this one, bro? What do you got?
Always gets me hyped. I mean, I love the fact that like he'll even like say it sort of like at 5 different points within a song sometimes, and it never gets stale. It never gets old. What am I feeling with this? I'm feeling great with the I'll
You
be
think
honest
great?
with you.
I'd probably go good with it. It's cool. It's just simple, though. It's simple. It's more of like...
He even has a line where he's like, I'm making millions off of ad-libs. Like, he knows how iconic the ad-lib is, and I feel like
That's true.
People love it. It's sort of like defined
So the
his
iconic
sound.
factor adds points to this one?
It does, but if you want to go good, I could reason with you.
Yeah, I'd probably go good with it.
Okay, we'll go good
It's
with
a good
that one.
ad-lib.
All right, next up, we have one from Juicy J.
All right, so how do you feel about this one? This
I
one's
fucking
massive.
love this one because it's like the only ad-lib that we have here that sort of has like that duality factor where it's used as an ad-lib for Juicy J's tracks and old 3-6 Mafia stuff, but if you go to something like Gun Walk by Lil Wayne or like the No Limit remix by G-Eazy, he produces those songs and it's used as a producer tag. So it plays in both of those ballparks.
And it's so badass
You
too
know?
because of like the vocal effect on top of his Yahoo. Like it's kind of like makes it a bit dirtier and it adds like a certain darkness to the
Bro,
sound.
he
if that
can
makes
make a
sense to you.
song of him literally repeating "yeah ho" 200 times nonstop, and I'd bump it.
No, I would.
I'd be into that,
Aw,
bro.
Shut up. Are you for real? Come on, stop it.
Am I serial?
No.
Am I serial?
No, stop this. You can't be for real with that one.
I would do that, bro.
No, I
100%.
wouldn't. But okay.
By the way, shout out to Gangsta Boo because a lot of people actually do credit her for coming up with the ad-lib as the first lady of 3-6 Mafia. So rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, and whatever contribution she had to this, thank you, because I fucking love this ad-lib. I think it's one of the best we have on this list. I would go amazing with this.
Not perfect with it. It's iconic.
Maybe even perfect. Yeah, because I thought you were going to stoop lower.
No, I love this ad lib. Even going towards like the TM88 tapes and shit like that. Like, that's like if you're familiar with like Juicy J's catalog, even outside of like 3-6, you understand how vital this is to his career and
Okay,
like how
fuck
iconic.
yeah, bro. Perfect.
Yeah, I'll go perfect with this one. Okay, go on to the next
Absolutely.
one.
Okay, next up we have one from 21 Savage.
Pussy.
All right, so I'm being honest with you, bro. I was never really the biggest fan of this ad lib, bro. I find it cool, but it's just like it kind of gets awkward at a certain point, you know? It's like okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because you have like bangers like Glock in My Lap where it said like 10 times fucking in a row, bro, at the beginning of the song. But you also have like cool uses of it. Like, for example, on Jimmy Cooks, bro, like when Drake's part is ending off about to transition to 21, you have Drake going like, you, then 21, pussy. Like, it sort of bled in really nicely. So just that one right there made it kind of
It
step
feels like
some
he's
levels.
taunting you as well. It feels like a school
But
kid.
it's
in
not
school
that
year.
special, though. Like, he has better ad-libs
He
out
has
there.
much better ad libs. I'd still go good with it though.
I'd go mid with it.
You'd go mid with
the
it?
pussy ad-lib? Yeah. It's nothing crazy.
All right.
We
Let's
go mid?
with- Yeah, let's go mid.
Okay, let's
We'll
go
on to the
mid.
one.
Next up, we have DMX.
All right, where are you going with
Absolutely.
this
We
one?
got the DMX classic barks and growls. And I mean, it's just so cool to me that he sort of took something that when you listen to it, sounds like a sound effect.
Not only
bro.
that,
like
but
he
he-
replicated the sound of the dog perfectly.
Not only that, but he kind of personified himself as a dog, like also within his raps for how vicious
You know
he
the
was.
story of why he started doing it?
No, I have no
so
idea.
he was homeless, bro, and had like no friends when he was a teenager, and he started to become friends with stray dogs, and he started to sort of like mimic their sounds and shit. And
Is that for real?
yeah, bro, that's
That's
how he started like
crazy.
implementing it into his music.
I never knew that. Well, the
Yeah.
more you know.
Pretty cool origin story. To me, it's perfect, bro. Like, this is one of the most, I would say, distinct sounds you'll hear from a rapper, and
The most unique ad lib you could probably find on this list too.
anybody else that tries to mimic, like, I don't know, a fucking
Dog
dolphin or some shit, bro, they're gonna sound weird. You know what I mean?
Like the dog bark is iconic, and it also plays into his whole persona. So I would ultimately go perfect with it as well. All right, do you want to continue going with this, Lou?
Absolutely. The next one we have is from Waka Flocka.
Okay, this one's massive for me, bro. This one's crazy.
Wow. I
And actually,
love
we got
this
to hear
one.
it live actually in Raleigh, North Carolina
We
for
did,
Dreamville
bro.
Fest when he had done his set, and like you just see how hyped the people get when he ends up delivering this ad lib. It's just like it's sort of like a little nuclear bomb just fucking splashing everywhere, bro. It's massive. Out of the hype I get out of this, bro, if I'm being honest with you, I'd go between great and amazing.
I would go great on this one.
Yeah, I'd go great.
I would
with
go
Waka.
great.
Waka's iconic, bro.
Waka is iconic, bro.
People
I mean,
don't give him the credit he deserves all that much. But let's keep going on with this.
Yeah, the next one comes to us from Westside Gunn. Oh
Okay.
my goodness, bro. What a fucking special ad lib. Did you ever see the video of the guy like going through a full McDonald's drive through just talking through like Westside Gunn ad libs?
His ad libs are so unique too because when you look at it, it's maybe a bit like.
So I guess you never saw that video. You
No,
just
I
fucking breezed through my question, bro. You
No,
just
I
totally
didn't see
ignored
it.
me.
No, I was just.
Okay.
But
Keep
regardless,
going.
I don't give a fuck about your story sometimes, bro. I'm all worried about your backstory.
Hey, bro, go give your fucking dumb explanation, bro. Go for it.
All right, so then fuck my dumb explanation. Let's just go into the straight scoring. What do you got for this, champ?
For the boom, 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 boom. I mean, listen, bro. I think that it's one that everybody recognizes, even if you're not a Griselda fan or if you're not a Coke rap fan. You've heard this fucking ad lib.
My
at some
grandmother's
point.
never heard it, so you're lying.
Your grandma's probably never heard like an Eminem song, bro.
Yeah, she has. Obviously, who hasn't heard an
Okay,
Eminem
has she heard
song?
a Travis
I'm
song?
just fucking with you. Continue with your
I know.
explanation.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing ad lib, and I just love how many times he says the word, bro.
I'm gonna
You
go
know?
perfect with this one, and I'm actually gonna debunk
Absolutely.
it. What? Oh, you want to go perfect with it?
Yeah.
You said it's an amazing ad lib, so I'm like, okay, you want to go?
Oh no,
amazing?
I was just talking about like how like fond I am of the fucking ad lib, and I said
He
amazing
also
to
uses it in
describe
so
it.
many different sort of ways. It's like sometimes he'll place it as like a complete bar on his fucking song, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Like I fuck with that. And then sometimes he uses it as an intro, and then sometimes he uses it as a transition into like guest verse. It's always fire. So yeah, I'd go perfect with this. one.
Perfect for Westside Gunn. Next up, we have one from Takeoff.
Iconic ad lib. Rest in peace, Takeoff. And I love this ad lib, bro. Like, where do you think the best usage of it was?
Oh man, on T-shirt it was pretty crazy.
That was fucking fire.
That
as
was
well.
one that comes to mind, but yeah, I mean, it's such a cool ad lib because he really puts all the grit behind his voice for it, and yeah, I go back and think about like that Breakfast Club interview where he says it like a million times, and it's just actually he doesn't say that actually in that Breakfast Club interview. I think he says like just wait on it. I think that was the ad lib he was repeating, but
Just
he
wait
might
on
have
it.
thrown on it. He might have thrown it in a couple times, but nonetheless, yeah, it's my favorite ad lib from the Migos, and I think that it stood the test of time, bro.
Perfect. It's up there, bro. It is up there. Think about how iconic Migos' music was and like what their best ad libs were.
Yeah, that is the best one.
That's definitely the best one. It's one of the best
We're
ones. to
so
come on.
lenient on our perfect ratings, though. But yeah, fuck
Okay,
it.
hold on. Wait. Okay, let's go through the perfect ratings for today. And they make perfect sense, to be honest with you. You have Yes Lord, you have Yahoo, and then after that, you have the dog bark. And then
And the boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
Those are all
it
perfect.
fits. It fits.
Definitely.
Fuck it.
It fits the fucking bill. Come on. Are you
All
serious?
right, we'll do that one for Takeoff. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Next up, we have 21 Savage.
So what's cool is that he'll use the 21 ad lib, but in like succession. So like he'll use it like sometimes you'll hear him say like 21 like 6 times in a row, which could get pretty annoying at certain points. But
It gets annoying for you, really.
in certain aspects. But if you go into the OG Savage mode,
Yep.
that's the best use of the 21s, bro. Like that's really what gets you engaged. This is definitely his best ad lib.
It's
he
his
has.
best ad lib, yeah, and it's so simple. I mean, it's him repeating his fucking name, and yeah, I think that he has this one. Obviously, he has Pussy. He has like the On God, but this is the best one. Is it that crazy? Not really. Still not like the most mind blowing ad lib. I'd probably go great.
I'd go good with it.
Good, yeah.
I think it's a good ad
can
lib.
see it
I don't think
going
it's
good.
anything crazy. He's just repeating 21, and like sometimes it actually does break the flow. To be honest
That's
with you,
true.
like he'll overuse it, and then after that, like it kind of fucks up his line. But I think it's cool. I think it's good.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
We have one from XXXTentacion.
All right, so this is how he started off. Look at me, and like if you've ever been in a club again, I've been using the club scenarios because like this is like what gets you into the track, right? Or like in a live setting, and you've heard this, like that A just gets you absolutely fucking hyped.
That's not what gets me hyped though. For like a song like "Look at Me," to me, it's more like the beat, bro. Like the da 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 da.
Yeah, but
That's the aspect of the song.
but
that
he
gets
uses
me
the
fucking
A's to
going.
lead you into it, though.
I don't find the A's that impressive, and it's one that's like more commonly used by like a bunch of other rappers. Like it's one that everybody says. You know what I mean? It's like saying "yo" on a song. So to me, I would probably go, like, no disrespect, I would go mid with the A ad lib, in my opinion. Mid or bad, bro.
Mid or bad?
Yeah, I don't think it's that like special of an ad lib. What would you say?
Yeah, okay. I see the mid rating. I'd maybe edge towards good.
Go towards mid.
Yeah, I'd go mid with you, but like regardless though, like it was still used in good circumstances.
Yeah, it never like threw a song off, but I just don't think that like in the grand scope of the Hall of Fame of ad libs that it would be in like the higher ranking ones. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
very true.
compared to these, yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so that's that. Let's go on now with Juice WRLD.
All right, so where's your favorite use of this one? How did you like it using?
Favorite use of this one. Probably Armed and Dangerous. I'd probably go with that one. You?
That's an iconic one, yeah. Probably same thing. I'd have to go back through his catalog to be able to get more specific with it. But I like this one. It's unique. You don't really hear anyone saying that as an ad-lib, which is pretty cool itself. But it's not the most impressive ad-lib either.
That's true, yeah. It's nothing
nothing
crazy.
too crazy. He's not necessarily getting you too hyped with it either. How would you fuck with it, though?
I think another mid or good one, bro, at the most.
I think it's good, though, just because of the unique factor with it. You don't really hear people saying it as well. I like the way that he usually fits it into his flows as well. It's never really out of place.
I feel like Thug has used it before. Am I wrong about that? I feel like I've heard Thug
Yeah, I think Thug has used it.
You dig before. I don't know, though. Yeah, I would go mid or good. What are you saying?
I'd go good with it.
I'm gonna go good? Sure, we'll go good with that. Next up, though, we have Lil Yachty. All right. Yachty using his nickname for this one. Yeah, I fucking love this one, bro. Like, it's just Yachty's cheerful when he says it. It's another one where like you can kind of feel the joy behind it. What's your favorite use of this? Like, do you fuck with it heavy?
When he does it a bit more like subdued, like Lobo, like right before like he's about to get into a verse. I think he used it on Peekaboo with Migos at a certain point, and I really liked the way that he had used it there. I'd have to go back to the song to get it specific, but I mean, it's cool too because he's kind of like playing into his name, but it's more of his moniker. So like, there's the duality of that aspect as well. But still, though, it's nothing too crazy.
It's not crazy at all, bro.
I would probably go good with it. It's a good ad-lib. Good or mid?
I'd go mid. I think I'd go mid. The more I think about it in the context of everything else, I think it's mid.
Why, though?
You said it. Like, it doesn't really do too much to add to the track. Like, I feel like if you removed every little boat from every song that you'll find it in, it's okay, the song sounds literally the same. Like, it didn't add much at all.
That's very true.
So we'll go mid?
We'll go mid.
All right, next up, we have Tyler.
Hey, yo.
I love this fucking ad-lib, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's not the craziest ad-lib. Don't give him the Tyler treatment because he's Tyler now. We got to treat it the same way. Like, I don't really get.
It's just a dope way to start off a song to me.
Yeah, but he's just saying, "Hey yo," like it's just a way. It's just a way to get you in, you know.
That's true. But it's like sometimes it's like, "Hey yo," and then other time it's like, "Hey yo," you know what I mean? Like, there's different like inflections behind it sometimes, but keeps it unique and different from one song to the next. You sound like you're going down to the mids.
No, I'd go good with it, but I just the way that you started off, it felt like you wanted to go perfect with it.
No, obviously
Tyler.
fucking not, bro. Chill, man.
All right, so where are we going with this?
We'll go good with that one. Next up, though, we have one from Playboi Carti.
All right, so this is one of my favorite ad-libs from him. Where do you go with this?
The beat. I don't know if it's better than the what.
It is better than the what.
You think so?
It's a lot more unique. It's a lot more like it has like a piercing tone.
Yeah,
to it.
I think what's impressive too is the fact that like he made this ad-lib popular and it's not even like a real word. You know what I mean? Like he just fucking came up with some random shit.
Like when you hear this in number 9, don't tell me you don't get fucking hyped.
Fuck yeah.
I would probably go great with this one if I'm being honest.
Where do we put what?
Where do we put what over here?
So we probably put it in the great as well.
We put it into the great as well.
Yeah, it's around that level.
He has great ad-libs.
He has fire ad-libs, yeah. Like they're not like revolutionary, but
yeah, I think
in a sense they are just because he's molded his whole sound around them. So I don't know if we're being too tough on these. Should this go in amazing?
No, I think the great is good for him. They're great ad-libs.
Okay.
They add a lot, but it's not like, whoa, it's not like the upper echelon, you know?
Yeah, you don't freak out every time you hear it because you hear it so often, I guess. But yeah, we'll go great for that one. But next up we got Gucci.
All right, so this is an iconic one as well. If you guys are familiar with his OG mixtape, Barack Obama, he actually plays in with the BURR, and I like it too because it plays into like the chilliness of him, you know? Like it stands for him being luxurious and icy. It also him like being more on the cold side and him having like that evil demeanor.
He has a fucking ice cream cone on his face, you know what I mean? It plays into like his whole identity as a rapper, as a person, and like even just like his subject matter of him trapping or whatever it is, like it just perfectly fits into the music and the person. I would go amazing with Burr.
Yeah, go amazing with it. It's really cool, but is it amazing category?
I think it's amazing.
Like you would have to put it next to Westside by Tupac, bro. You'd have to put it next to 2 Chainz. You'd have to put it next to.
It's better than the 2 Chainz one.
No, that's
like right off
take.
of there.
That's a horrible take.
Absolutely.
You'd have to put it next to Pusha T.
I'm cool with it.
Next to Woo by Pop Smoke.
You're not feeling it in the amazing?
I'd go probably great with it, to be honest.
Wait, what's wrong with it though? Like, what don't you like about it?
It's just him saying "burr," you know. Like it's iconic, but if you really think about it at face value,
yeah, he's using a word to say how he's fucking feeling, bro. The guy's fucking chilly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
And
I'd go great with it. I don't
I would
find it
go
better
amazing
than the
with it. I think it's better than the 2 Chainz one without a doubt.
Yeah, but is it better than the B by Playboi Carti?
On the level of.
So then we have to put it on the level of.
But it's better than the 2 Chainz one, which is in the amazing.
Yeah, but that's because I think that it's upper
And I
echelon.
don't,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you underrate the fuck out of it. So we had to find a middle point for it, you know? So then where are we going with it?
I'd go amazing with it stills.
I'd go great with it, bro. Put it in the great.
No, put it in the amazing. Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, little quick one.
One
One
time.
time. Yeah,
You
fuck
fucking
yeah.
get it, bro. Congratulations.
All right, so where are we going with this one you said?
That's going to go in the great,
That's gonna go in the great.
unfortunately. Next up, we got Famous Dex.
I love this one, bro. This one's crazy. Where would you go with it, though?
Famous Dex's ad-lib.
When he used it on Japan, it was fire.
Yeah, he uses it everywhere. There's a whole video, bro, of him
Dexter.
like just like spitting one ad-lib after the next, bro. Like he's on a conveyor belt just fucking delivering them, bro. But yeah, when it comes to this one, it's pretty fire. I'm not going to lie, but again, it's another one that's simple. He's just saying his name. You don't absolutely need it to make the song have that extra oomph. I would go, I don't know.
Go good with it.
Go good.
But it's nice, though. It's unique. I like the way that he also rolls out the R at the end.
I'd still go good, though.
You'd go good? Okay.
I'd go good with that. Next up, though, we have JELEEL.
JELEEL, yeah! This one's so sick.
It sounds like it's coming out of like a Pikachu or something. Like it sounds animated. You
It
know
does
what
sound
I mean?
animated, absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, we were at Rolling Loud in California, and we were doing something with JELEEL for the TikTok, and I actually got to hear it live, which was super fucking cool. And he has a great singing voice, low key, bro. You would never think that
I know.
JELEEL has that type of singing voice to him.
Facts.
I could go great with this one. I'm being honest with you, bro. It's animated, it's loud, it gets you into the track.
I'd go great. Yeah, absolutely,
I'd go
bro.
great with
I
it. I'm
fucking
being-
love it.
It's an
It
underrated
makes
one.
me laugh every
Maybe
time
that's
I
a
hear
hot
it.
take for this tier
It's
list.
maybe the funniest one too, right? And that has to count for something.
JELEEL, when I feel like rolling up. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's go with great on that one. Next up, we have Blueface.
All right, so this one's cool, but I prefer.
I love this one though
Yeah, no, stop fucking around. You're not gonna put this in the amazing category.
because it's so low effort. It's so obviously low effort, bro. Like he grabbed the mic, yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's, like he has better ones though, like the
Yeah.
Blueface baby.
I
you
think
know?
I just like it because it makes me laugh, bro. Coming from Blueface,
But he has a cool voice though. I feel like he has a cool rapper voice.
Yeah, he's just a cool like speaking voice too, bro. Like he's just like ultra chilled out, 100%.
But that's why the ad lib makes sense for his arsenal though.
It does. It does. With this one, I'm gonna go. I'd go good. Yeah,
I'd go
I
good
think
with
good
it.
is
It's nothing
fair.
too crazy. It's nothing too complicated or unique. But I feel like the slickness of his delivery kind of adds
Yeah.
to it.
Next
Let's go to
up,
the next
though,
one.
we got Megan Thee Stallion.
All right, so she used this in the Savage remix.
She
and like,
used it everywhere, bro. And
Yeah.
people love this ad lib. Like, this is an ad lib that gets championed by so many people. I'm not sure why. Like, you know, it's like probably like her sticking her tongue out and just saying, eh.
yeah,
You know
like
what I
in
mean?
your face, like kind of like this, you know. Like, it's
Yeah, it's a bit of a childish ad lib if you think about
a bit
it.
corny.
Yeah, I'd go bad with it, bro.
You'd go
I
bad
think it's
with it?
one of the worst ones
No,
we
it's
have
not
here.
that bad. It's not horrible. Like I would probably.
What
go
does
mid
it
with
do, though?
It doesn't do anything. But I
That's
mean,
the
like it's
point,
not bad.
bro.
But it's not
It's
bad.
gotta have a purpose.
At least with the Let's Go, like it fucking annoys you. You know, like this doesn't.
I
annoy
don't
me.
enjoy hearing this, bro. It gives me the ick when I hear it. Like, it's not for me.
Rock paper scissors for bad or good.
We can't keep doing the rock, paper, scissors, bro. We can't fucking base a tier list on a coin toss. You know what I mean?
Yes, we can.
Okay, if you really want to go mid, I'll fucking budge once again,
Because
bro.
it's not-
Because
it's
you're
not
too
horrible.
stubborn to go to another fucking
Are you
ranking.
kidding me? Made me do rock paper scissors, bro, for a fucking.
Yeah, because you
ad-lib.
wouldn't budge. Okay, look, we'll go mid with Megan Thee Stallion. Next up, though, we got Fetty Wap.
I love this one, bro. This one's fucking iconic.
Another one that has melody behind it, bro. Like, that takes it up a fucking notch for me. But is it as iconic or as legendary as a Yes Lord?
It's not perfect.
No.
No, we're not going perfect.
I think could we go amazing? Is that too
No,
much?
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think
we
it's on.
can't
I
go
don't think.
there?
I don't think it's on the amazing level. Actually, is it though? Is it though?
Come on, bro. Like,
It's true. It's Fetty Wap too.
it's Fetty Wap saying "Yeah, baby" in 2015.
I feel like we gotta throw Fetty Wap a bit of a W here.
Yeah, because he's been under a lot of scrutiny. He's caught his fair share of L's lately. He deserves this W, bro. Like a high ranking on an
Yeah,
NFR
but
tier list.
but you see,
Does
like,
it get
no,
better than
no,
that?
no, no, you know
That's a
what?
high honor, bro. An amazing rating in an NFR tier list. Come
Yeah,
on
but
now.
that can't start happening. You know, we got to keep it straight. We have to keep it to what it is.
But I love the fucking ad lib though. Like,
baby. Yeah, it's true.
come on
though.
now.
I'd ultimately go great with it. I think it's up there with the bird. It's up there with the bees. It's not necessarily up there with the
All
West
right.
Sides.
Well, we'll put it in the grade. I'll budge once again because you will never will. Next up, though, we got Schoolboy Q.
All All right, so this one's a massive one. Like when you go,
This is on Mad City,
this
bro.
yeah, this was on Mad City. That's what I was gonna ask you. He used he put those ad libs right before the MC8 verse, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, this one's absolutely incredible. So much energy. Feels like he's fucking screaming in your face because he's so angry. The energy you get out of this is incredible. So
yeah, it's interesting just because I had said that like no one else pulls off like animal sounds as an ad lib, but I guess this is kind of, is it like him imitating like a bird sound? Kind of, right?
kind of, but I feel like it's more of like the way that he's pronouncing yeah.
That's true.
It's more of the way that he's pronouncing yeah. It's not necessarily him trying to mimic anything.
You're right. You're right.
I'd go amazing with this when you see this is an amazing
Oh
ad lib.
my
This
god,
gets you.
that's a good ad lib, bro. I think
Are you for real?
the
Why?
best. Yeah,
you just said it. Like
it was amazingly, perfectly used in Mad City, but like it's not that prevalent throughout Q's catalog. You'll find it in some of his earlier shit and like certain songs, but it's just, I don't know. It's not something that like is as recognizable as some of these other ones. It's not one that'll get me as excited as some of the other ones. I don't know.
Can we go good?
Well,
I'll
you said
butcher you.
amazing. We'll go great. I said
I'll
good. You said amazing. So
I'll
it goes
butcher
in
you.
great.
No. We'll go good with this one because you say I never budge.
Your logic isn't making sense for
That's
these ratings,
fine.
bro.
That's fine. You said
Okay, you want to budge 2 down? Sure, bro.
You said
I won't
I
stop
don't
you.
budge for you, so I'll budge 2 down for you. But you just kind of use that excuse for the rest of the tier list.
Okay, let's
That's
move
it.
on to Ski Mask.
I like this one too. This one's
Do
fun.
you? I think
like
a lot
it.
of people like this one.
Water. Like it's just fun. Like it also plays into his cadence. Yeah, but you're obviously gonna be a prick about it and say no.
I just don't know what the
wrong
fuck
with
it
it?
does, bro.
What do you mean? What is
Water!
it? It's
Okay,
fire.
bro.
It's Ski Mask. It's his sort of flow with it. And he has a super nice flow, so like it always kind of adds into his punchlines.
What do you want to do with this, bro? Let's get down to business. What do you want to do?
I don't really like it that much. I'm gonna go
don't.
mid, you know?
I don't like it.
I already knew where you were gonna go with it.
What the fuck are you saying?
I think it's a good ad lib.
Okay,
What's wrong?
let's put into the good. I would go mid, but fuck it, you just compromise for me. We'll go good for whatever reason. Next up, though, we got Desiigner. Bro, come on. Do not like give any complaints about this one being in the amazing. Come on,
What does it do for you? Use your same logic for Ski Mask The Slump God and break down the science of this ad lib for
It's a
me.
badass fucking gun sound,
Okay,
bro.
badass means nothing to me. What does that mean to you?
Bro, the way that he like everyone has their own interpretation of like what a gun sounds like, and
Yeah.
Desiigner was super fucking creative with how he came up with that. The way he rolls his tongue off to get it across, the whole grah. It's crazy, bro. That shit'll get you fucking hyped. Come
So
on.
you have a hard on for the way that he rolls his R's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do. Okay, where do you want to go?
What's wrong with this fucking ad lib?
There's
bro?
nothing
What's your
wrong with it. There's
nitpick?
nothing wrong with it, but like to your logic for the rest of these ad libs, it feels like you're being a lot harsher. And then with this one, you were like, oh yeah, like the way he rolls his R's, so I'm gonna put it in the amazing.
You asked me for a fucking technical ass reason, bro, so I gave it to you.
No, but I'm just
The fuck
asking.
you want from me?
What would you go with it?
Where would you go, bro? I rate it very highly. I just told you.
I'm not going greater than great.
So great it is, bro.
I'm not going greater
Next
than
up,
great.
we got Fivio Foreign. This is a bad ad lib, bro. I don't even know. Like, you were the one like insisting that this had to be in here. I don't even think anybody
It's
even
just
knows of
fucking
this ad lib,
hilarious.
bro.
Yeah, it's
Like, it's
just
so
funny.
random.
What do you mean? People don't know the movie?
Okay.
Maybe you don't know it, but I'm sure there's people that know the movie.
Sure, I know it, bro. It's on Demons. It's on like other songs.
Yeah, but
It's
but you just
How
like,
many
it's so
songs can we
random.
name that actually has the ad lib?
Well, I mean, not many because I don't
There
have
you go.
Genius in front of me and I don't keep track of Fivio Foreign's ad libs. But I mean, for the most part, I think it is quite used. But it's just so random, bro. Like he'll even use them in his tweets sometimes. I think it's a mid ad lib. I don't think it's bad. But like, what's bad about the ad lib?
Yeah, I think it's mid because it's a forgettable one. Like, it's not an ad lib that you hear and you're like, oh fuck, like this is funny or this is a clever ad lib. Like, there's nothing really to it. Forgettable, not as known. I think mid is fair.
I think mid is fair.
Next up, we got Rick Ross.
So this one is cool because it kind of played into like his whole persona back then and was like kind of like the big boy, you
big
know? Like,
boss.
yeah, the big boy. He's gonna be he's gonna walk into the room right now. He's
Yeah.
gonna scare everyone. I like the demeanor behind it. I like the grunt sort of feeling behind it as well. I go
great on it.
I'd go. Wow, we have a lot of greats in here, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to design this
How you
tier
gonna
list.
fit this fucking tier
yeah,
list?
how am I gonna fit this tier list now? I have to design this after and put everything in.
I think great is fair though. It makes sense.
It is a great ad lib.
Yeah,
but
okay.
it's not on the level of the West Side.
Next up, we have Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, so this is more of like a screech. I never
Kind of
was-
sounds like a car just fucking like pulling off, bro. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Kind of sounds like a
Well,
car
no, it's not a
skirt.
skirt. It's not
Kind
a-
of sounds like a skirt type of vibe.
Yeah, but it's not though.
Close to it. It's cool. It was awesome to hear certain Chance the Rapper songs where like he's coming in with this more soulful cadence or more a gospel-like cadence. Then you just have this kind of come in and change the mood a little bit. So it was a good refresher in the middle of some songs. I'd go good. It's a cool ad-lib. Not the most memorable.
I feel like it's a bit annoying.
Yeah, you don't like it?
I've never been the biggest fan of it. You know, like I get it. It's supposed to hype up a crowd or whatever it is. Just like, it's screechy. You know,
That's true. It's not the most pleasant
it's not
on
the most
ears.
pleasant on the ear.
You've convinced me. We'll go mid. We'll go mid on that. Next up, we got Danny Brown.
Check.
I love this one just because, like, most people, like, will start off saying, like, you know, mic check, 1 2 1 2 to sort of have their mic check before they start recording. And Danny Brown's come out and said that, like, that's his mic check. He'll just say check. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
he extends the E on it,
Yeah.
and he goes with it.
Yeah.
Where did he use this? What songs have you used
I'm
this
not.
on?
I can't think. I don't have Genius in front of me, which is the classic line that you have. But yeah, I can't tell you off the top. But I do think that it's original. You don't hear many other people saying it.
It's good.
I think it's a good. Yeah,
It's a good ad-lib.
It's a good
cool
ad-lib.
ad-lib.
But let's on this off.
And
with,
this off.
Let's on this off with Young Thug.
Slay.
Okay, so this is a slide ad-lib. This one is iconic for him, and I feel like it's kind of like gotten even more popular than just an ad-lib. Like, you have so many people saying this, and it's obviously a slang term, but I mean...
Did it start off as the nickname or as the ad-lib? Would you you think the invention of slat was an ad-lib?
For sure. It's for sure like the slang.
I think the
behind it.
slang, yeah.
Absolutely. And then after that, he ended up
Which is
putting
like
it
my
in his
homie, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's another way of
absolutely.
saying that.
Yeah, so where would you put this one? Where
Slat, it's kind of basic. It's simple. Other people use it as well. It doesn't have, like, I would say... that
It's the way that
exclusive
he-
factor
yeah,
to
but
it,
the way
but
that
he
he
sort
uses
of uses it, in the
such
best
a cool
way.
fashion. I'd go good again with it. It's a good ad-lib.
Yeah, it's good at best, I would say.
You'd go good at best?
Yeah, but yeah, guys, that was a tier list for ad libs. I mean, you had some rock paper scissors that came into play. You had Ant arguing for some of the weakest ad libs in the rap game, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
it was definitely a fun one to do. Any last words, bro, before we wrap this up?
I don't really have any last words. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Just like, I mean, I don't know, your decision making at certain times for certain ad libs isn't always on par. So listen, guys, let us know how you feel about the tier list in the comment section. Let us know where we got it right. Let us know where we fucked up. And if you are new to NFR Podcast, smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching this tier list, and we'll catch you in the next one.